Cold open. All right, Mocha Marbles. Welcome to Mocha in the Morning, where we're adding a little flavor to your morning blend. I am your host, Miss Keisha Boyd. And of course, I have my Cafe con Leche, my officially Jorge with me.
Hi. Good morning, everyone. So happy to be wrapping up the week with all of you this morning.
Yes, welcome to Black History Month. Yes, the first week of Black History Month. We celebrate Black history every day, and here at Mocha on the Mocha Media Network and Mocha in the Morning.
Yeah, but Keisha, I think you got it wrong. It's not Black History Month. It's blackity black.
I was getting to that. I was about to tell you, in February, we blackity black. Okay, for all the people in the back. And some in the front who don't know.
And in the front.
All right. Yes. So my darling, oh my goodness, there's so much that we have to talk about this morning, starting with Miss Janet Jackson in that documentary.
Okay, well, this is the thing, because I know we're going to dive a little, we're gonna go deep when we get to this, right? When we get to the steamers, but let me tell you, like, I've had to go back and kind of read, because first of all, it was like a dream come true for me.
Yes, honey.
Right, I was getting my life in all kind of like countries, languages, and ways.
Yes.
And I was like, yeah, thank you, Janet. You need to tell these people, the tea. And
the tea, honey.
You know what I mean? And although I've been listening to all of her music, and I've been discovering, like, oh snap, like that song is about this and this song is about that, and she got the receipts and everything. So I thought it was really cool that all of a sudden the lyrics come to mind when she's sharing a lot of these experiences. But we'll talk more about the details of the documentary later in steamers. But I'm just glad that it's not as cold. I know I kind of abandoned all of you last week.
Whatever. That's right. We getting our warm weather back in Florida. This is the Florida that I signed up for. What they was doing last weekend, I don't know nothing about. But hold on. Can we just talk about how the light is reflecting off my Africa earrings?
Look,
do you see this?
Can I just tell you that the light is always reflecting off of Africa? How about that?
Listen, come on now.
All right. Listen to this. So I want to tell you what a great time I had at Key West. And what was super really cool about my little getaway was I got to go to a place called Williams Hall. Okay. And it's kind of like, the Portico, one of our sponsors.
Them.
Right. And it really reminded me of the Portico. Again, it used to be the Fleming Street Methodist Church. And then they went in there and kind of like renovated it, brought it all. I mean, it was beautiful, but with some of the same ideals and directives that the Portico has. They've become like this community space. Very spiritual, and not only that, they're just reinvesting in the community, like a drama program for the kids in the area, and all these other programs for like the senior adults in the community. And so I was like, oh my goodness, like I think like are these places related? Because what a great way to kind of like reinvest in the community and creating a space that is completely open and harmless and accepting, and turning around and creating programs, for the others, for everybody else in the community. It was really nice to experience that. So,
amazing. That is you finding gems.
I find it right, little gems. Like you wouldn't see that, or you wouldn't go there if like you was on a cruise ship and just walking out down the street, smoking weed and and getting drunk, right? You really need to spend some time in these communities and see some places. And speaking of
marijuana,
medical, yeah, I gotta have a prescription. You know how much I love puppy dogs, and this week I'm hosting the puppy fashion show on Sunday. And it's a benefit for Pet Pals. We'll put the information up. And so yeah, back out here in these streets, but with the puppies. So
yes, you know what?
Super fun.
Absolutely. And I want to give a quick shout out to Miss Tanya Lewis and Children with a Vision, because they're hosting their 10th annual Grandmother's Gala on Sunday.
Yes.
Okay. And it's such a good time when we have hundreds of grandmothers in the building, because they're the matriarch of our families, and for them to have a day just dedicated to honor them is amazing. So shout out to that. I can't wait to see all of them dressed in their beautiful white and just to celebrate them one more time in the 10th year of this celebration, because I love grandmamas.
Well, you know what? It can't get any better than grandmas and puppies, right?
Yes. Okay. Hello.
That's a Hallmark moment. That's like a card. Can someone make that? But anyways,
absolutely.
And it's Saturday. It's Saturday.
It's Saturday. And guess what that means? It's Saturday, and that means we only have 6 more days to your birthday and my son's birthday. So we are excited.
That's very excited. But most importantly, it's somebody's very special birthday. Our wonderful gal pal, sister, producer, boss,
everything, honey, everything, Miss Shalette. Happy birthday, girl, and wife. Happy birthday to our super producer, who is amazing. We hope and pray that this birthday week has been just as amazing as you are, and we love you. All right, listen, we can do all of this,
but first, because we really gonna need this today. Because
we're gonna need that coffee. We'll be right back.
It's busy.
All these. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Hey guys, what's up? I'm Mike Capello with Neon Dreams Productions.
And I'm Taylor Celine.
And we're doing the Puppy Love Fashion Show that's going to be February 6th. And this is Lolly. Lolly's going to be walking her first runway along with all the other beautiful dogs that we have. And Taylor here is actually going to be making some clothing for the dogs. So
get tickets now at
get your tickets now.
All right, Mocha Marbles, welcome back to Mocha in the Morning, where we're adding a little flavor to your morning blend. Of course, I'm your host, Miss Keisha Boyd, and I'm joined, of course, by my officially Jorge. And it is time for his steamers. What you got for us today?
Maybe we should call it Steamers Saturday or Sabado and Steamers.
Ooh, Sabado, yeah. Come on, Saturday mornings. Hey.
Are we ready for everything that's happening in Black Hollywood and entertainment?
I am listening attentively.
Well, let's start with the queen of the Rhythm Nation, Miss Janet Jackson. Of course, her 2-day, 4-hour, documentary aired in the US last weekend. It is now airing overseas. And let me tell you, over 15 million viewers. There were a lot of people who wanted to see this, and talk about a blockbuster hits, and talk about, the nuggets that were dropped within this documentary, and what I really liked about it was, you really saw the Jackson family a little bit more up close and personal. And there were some explanations for a lot of things that we really didn't know about. Yeah. And now I can connect, like I said, I can connect a lot of song lyrics to, her catalog of music and to events that happen, right? Like the Coca-Cola deal. Who knew about that? The Coca-Cola.
Right. They just was like, no, thank you, ma'am. All guilty by association, like she says.
The Coca-Cola deal. I was like, what? And then when they were doing Scream, how Michael's record label
separated them.
And you know what? Why? In a way, I kind of get it. In a way, maybe they were just trying to get the best performance out of them. If I give them the benefit of the doubt, right? the record industry.
Yeah.
But I'm kind of like, but they're brother and sister. Like, let them do their thing. Like,
could you imagine though the creativity that could have bounced off of they could have bounced off each other? You know what I mean? Versus being separated and, you know, she filming in the day, him at night. Like, they could have done it together and probably knocked it out and not spent $7 million on a video.
Yeah, and 2 days shoot, 7 million in 7 days.
Exactly.
Because like when they were on film together, it was fire. And I think we would have loved to have seen them more like together. Yeah. But you know, there was a lot of sadness there, and there was a lot of, first of all, can I just tell you something about this Jackson family?
Honey.
It was fine, bro.
What?
Joe?
The whole squad, okay?
Reedy still looks like she's 30 years old.
Hello? Looking good. Okay. Period.
Catherine just like living her life, like hair, lipstick, everything, like nothing. Anyways, I was very happy about it. I was a bit shocked to learn that I think that was a low-key retirement for Janet Jackson. So
just a little drizzle, just a little retirement drizzle.
We'll see. But anyways, congratulations to her, and it was fabulous for all the Janet Jackson fans like me. We were so happy about it because let me tell you, it's redemption. Oh, the main thing that, and I know I'm talking a lot about Janet, and I'll move on. But this is the thing. That woman stood her ground, period. She said, I'm apologizing, and I'm done, and I'm moving on. You would not tell me what to do, how to do it, and who to do it for.
Hello.
I already said, I'm sorry. I don't need to do anything more. And you can try to destroy my career, but I will sell out concerts and get 15 million viewers down the road while you got a case for sexual harassment. That's what I'm saying.
Hello.
Anyways, moving right along, we're still talking about music, and let's talk about Encanto, the latest.
Encanto.
Yes, the latest Disney film that's a major hit streaming on Disney Plus. Encanto is about a Colombian family, and everybody in the family has a super fabulous gift, except for the main character. But come to find out, is it a spoiler if I tell you what the gift is? I mean, it's in the article. You can just like read it, right? Yeah. Well, okay, good. So basically, apparently, she don't got no superpowers.
She ain't got no superpowers.
Nothing. Not gonna brujeria. Nothing. But she has the oomph and the will to bounce. And so I'm like, oh, well, that's like a superpower, having that courage to be like, I'm out of here. I'm bouncing. Like, she want to be the one in control. I'm sorry.
You had to do it. You had to do it.
But one of the takeaways from the movie is about Bruno, and Bruno is like another family member who's a clairvoyant. And you know, we all have that family member that we don't talk about. So anytime you bring that person up, it's like, oh, we don't talk about Bruno. Which, of course, now, like, the song is like #1 on the Billboard charts. Can you believe it? Yeah, the first time since A Whole New World.
A Whole New World.
Right? Not even Let It Go was #1. So yeah. Mm-hmm. I guess let's not talk about Bruno. Yeah, let's not talk about Bruno. And I guess maybe because, like, I don't know, maybe Let It Go didn't have enough color in it. It was very kind of, you know what I mean? But like, I'm just saying. You know,
didn't have a sprinkle of diversity in it.
It didn't have any of that. So let's talk about the good, the bad, the ugly, and devastating. If you want to go to Atlanta, the Atlanta Black Star. Mm-hmm. Well, Bobby Brown. Okay, can I just talk about the programming on Lifetime and A&E?
They really trying to get this diversity coin, okay?
They are giving BET a run for their money.
I ain't mad.
I'm not mad either. I keep bringing it. But Bobby Brown is now coming out with a reality-based documentary, and that's going to premiere in May. And what else do we need to know about Bobby Brown?
Right. I was going to say, didn't we already watch a movie about Bobby Brown?
We watched a movie that he had his being Bobby Brown with Whitney.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We've seen quite a bit.
He really needs to focus on some cardio because he needs to keep up with the rest of the squad performing because he be in that side corner.
And they on tour. They're on tour.
Yeah.
So yeah, you know, Bobby.
I'm just kind of like Mocha Marvels. What else do we need to learn and know about Bobby Brown?
Maybe there's some things he just wants to share, or his new family life.
I guess so. Well, I know in if you read the article, it also tell you that there are some kind of candid moments when he visits like Whitney's grave, and you know, he of course talks about his daughter. You know, I'm just kind of like, woo, like we're good.
No hate.
No hate. But we're good. We're good. Just get on that treadmill for me, because I need you to keep up with Johnny Gill.
I ain't gonna do it. I'm not gonna join you in this. I'm not.
Yeah, so. Anyways, and it's just a great segue to our next item. So you guys can go to yahoo.com and Moesha, Miss Brandy.
Moesha was a junk.
Well, she was just in LA, performed the national anthem for the Rams. And the crowd went wild. Everyone loved it. Kelly Rowland tweeted her. And it was very like reminiscent of the Whitney Houston, The Voice, her performance, because we all know, you know what, that happened in Tampa, just so everybody knows.
Yes, it did. Yes, it did.
And
you know what? She did a great job.
Yeah.
Brandy did a great job. She looked amazing.
Yes.
She had her whole family there supporting her, which was amazing too. And people were talking about how Ray J is like the best brother. Like he's always there for her big moments. And they did like this reel of him, like, and all her stuff, her verses, her this and that and the third. And it was cool. And she also had a video where I guess Offset was there with her, and back and just like, oh, I'm kind of starstruck. They're like, girl, please, you're the star.
That's very, very, very true. Anyway, so I mean, congratulations to Brandy for pulling that off, because you know what? I really think that ever since Whitney Houston sang the national anthem, anybody else who sings it is always going to be like, but it's not Whitney, because she's kind of like the standard, like, you know what I mean? But because Whitney and Brandy were close and had a wonderful relationship and they collaborated together, I thought it was a very, very sweet moment. And she can sing, period.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And there's no slight to other singers, because some of them sound, I mean, they sound amazing, but it's just not Whitney. It just is what it is.
I mean, that's just kind of like, that's, you know.
That's the way. Okay, you go do it.
Okay, you did that. I mean, you did that.
I did.
You did that. Okay. All right. So we are still talking about music. Yes, and we're talking about Anthony Hamilton. Ooh, for Valentine's Day. So, hey, ladies and gentlemen, Valentine's Day is coming up.
Yeah.
And there's nothing like dark chocolate, milk chocolate, and a little bit of caramel.
Yes, baby.
Yeah. So we have a Valentine's Day versus coming up, starting probably at 8:30. You guys know what fine versus, and that is with Anthony Hamilton and Music Soul Child.
Oh, honey, it's going to be a wonderful evening of baby making.
How are you going to prepare for that evening, Keisha?
You know.
Oh, wait a minute. What is with the voice? Like,
well,
it's Saturday morning. It's early for that. It's Saturday morning. These folks are just waking up.
Some of them waking up from okay.
Some of them haven't gone to sleep.
Hello. But I'll be preparing with some trinkets of my own.
Wow.
Maybe a little Savage Fenty or something, you know.
Right. A little bit of bedroom candy.
A little bedroom candy.
This is not Saturday morning cartoons.
It's just grown folks talk.
It's grown folks. I mean, we're just out here. Look. Speaking of grown folk, of course, Miss Beyonce, Mrs. Carter is doing another drop. And it's called Ivy Heart, right before Valentine's Day. And it's geared towards couples.
Yes.
Pinks and neutrals, you know. So, you know, I mean, she's on it. Like, I mean, she just dropped, like, you know, and of course, all of it's like athleisure. But this is more like for the couples. And so maybe, we can get us, between Savage Fenty and Ivy Park and all these drops, we are going to be ready with the lights on and the lights off.
And hello, turn the lights off. Yeah.
I'll tell you right there. And here we go. And there was some other things that happened in the dark. Joshua Amaru Marley introduces the world to his first child, meaning that Miss Lauryn Hill has a grandson.
Yeah, she is a grandmother.
So congratulations to that couple. Come on, Lauryn Hill.
Come on, Lauryn Hill. You can't get these concerts together and these tours, girl, but you're gonna be a good grandma.
She is gonna be a good grandma, right? Could you imagine the stories that she's gonna tell? So
could you imagine the ABC version, the version of her ABC song?
You better watch out.
What?
Yeah.
Sing.
Apparently, they did the thing that Lauren was telling them to watch out for. And so congratulations to Lauryn Hill and Rohan Marley for their new baby boy. Let's talk about, more baby news.
Babies.
Yes. So Debrat and Jessica Dupart are expecting their first child.
Yeah.
Baby bumps everywhere.
And
right?
there are baby bumps everywhere.
And speaking of which, this is just funny.
Oh my goodness.
I had to drop this because we talked about this last week when it was a rumor. But I'm just gonna say that y'all can talk about it in piping hot because this is hot, but y'all.
But it's cool. We can talk about it here. Just drop that teaser there. We'll be talking about it a little bit more. But Riri and ASAP.
We was
rock the boat, right?
We were gonna
in the middle.
We tried.
You're right.
To report this story, we just couldn't find a credible source.
That's right.
The streets tell the truth, but sometimes the streets are not,
accurate.
Right? And it's not all with the AP, you know what I mean? But y'all will get into that later.
Yes, we will get into all of that.
So apparently really not only is her album gonna be late, but some other things was late, and so that's why now where she is right now.
It's a domino effect.
Right.
It ain't ASAP. The album won't be ASAP, but it might be Rocky. Okay, come on.
And it's congratulations to everybody and their babies and their grandsons and their, and their fabulous baby announcement. It's the season of love, and so we are here for all of it.
Send us the baby shower invite. Okay, go ahead.
Right? Could you imagine what the baby shower? Who's gonna go?
Honey.
What's she gonna get? What do you buy a billionaire?
Right. What do you? Right, that part.
Although I do see some fancy baby clothes. I'm telling you, it's gonna be a line for little babies. I'm telling you.
Come on.
I'm telling you.
It will be only right and only smart.
Yes. I mean that Bayesian is doing everything.
Hello.
Anyways, moving right along. Exciting news. We all love the film The Color Purple. Whoopi should have won that Oscar, period, across the board. But now, of course, we all know that The Color Purple, there's a musical.
Mm-hmm.
And now there's going to be a musical film adaptation.
Oh.
And one of our favorite cookies is playing Suge Avery.
Let me guess. Taraji P.
Yeah! And it just makes so much sense. Just go to theroot.com. First of all, this is supposed to come out December of 2023. Can they speed it up?
Yes, 2023. We're gonna be waiting forever.
I know, and I didn't know Taraji could sing.
Oh yeah, she can do her thing. Did you see? She's on that one show where the celebrities are singing and they have to finish the lyrics or they get dumped.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, Taraji. And she was on Lip Sync Battle, but that doesn't count. But I was like, she was still.
I love her.
We love Cookie. Mary.
Yes, her, Taraji. It just makes total sense. I'm like, oh my God, yes. This role is made for her. right?
Yeah, I think she'd be great as Suge Avery. I look forward to that.
And it'll also be great to see, of course, Oprah Winfrey, Harpo Studios.
Yes.
They're along with Steven Spielberg and Amblin Entertainment. They're going to be producing this Broadway musical film adaptation. We still don't know though who's going to play the lead.
Listen, who's gonna play Celie? There we go. Who is gonna play? Oh, Viola Davis.
Shut up.
Wouldn't that be great? I would think
That's
great.
Would be out of control. I'd be like, okay. But who's gonna play the Oprah part? You think, what if she reprises her role?
Oprah. Why not?
What if she came back and redid that?
Of course, that would be amazing.
I mean,
She might as well.
She might as well. Come on, Harpo.
Or you can hire me. I could do it.
That's true. Or I'll put a wig on. I'll put a wig on. Anyways, so that is your week in a wrap this Saturday morning with everything that's happening in Black Hollywood and entertainment.
Well, thank you, my officially Jorge. Mocha Marvels, don't you go anywhere. We'll be right back with our piping hot. Stay tuned.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right with me.
Yes.
You was going there. That's the way.
That's the way.
That's the way.
Love goes.
Hello, Fab Lab fashionistas. It's Liz Everett.
And Stephanie J. And guess what, guys? We have news. We are moving to Saturday at 11 a.m. Girl, Liz, what are you doing?
What do you mean, girl? You know I have to have all my stuff, girl. I need my eyelashes. You know that's what's in here.
No. We're just going next door. Girl, we're going from Friday to Saturday at 11 a.m.
Oh. Well, then in that case, we hope you'll join our fashion party. We'll see you Saturday at 11 a.m. on the Mocha Media Network.
All right, Mocha Marvels, welcome back to Mocha in the Morning, where we're adding a little flavor to your Saturday morning blend. I am your host, Keisha Boyd, and I am back for Piping Hot. And of course, I can't do this by myself. You know, I have to have my sisters with me. So let me introduce so we can get to all of this Piping Hot. Miss Kia Shakur.
What's up? Just call me Angela Davis. Happy Saturday.
One time for the one time. Liz Everett.
Hello. Welcome. We're so happy to have you this weekend.
And Miss Kenya Woodard.
Happy Friday, everybody, and happy Black History Month. Yes.
Yes. All right, ladies, we have much to discuss. Okay, so let's jump right into it. First of all, for the third week in a row, we are sending condolences to families due to suicide. And this week is Miss Chesley Christ, our former Miss USA 2019. Beautiful, beautiful spirit, beautiful woman. It was a shock for sure. Yeah. I mean, we send our condolences, prayers of peace and comfort to her family, her mom, everybody that was affected. Liz, I know that you personally had a relationship with her and knew her, right?
Yeah, and I will tell you, to meet her was to meet the brightest light. Like literally, I remember the first time I ever met her, I had to apologize to her because I was staring at her so hard while she was talking. I was like, I have to apologize. Like, you are beautiful, wonderful. Everyone clap for you. But your inside is so like glittery that I can't even see your outside. And she just really was that person. After reading the essay that she had written, I mean, it's crazy because, you know, a lot of people have said a lot of different things, but that pressure be the best and to push and to pursue. And you would say that she had it all, right? She had the job, she had the degree, she had, all of the things, right? And a lot of girls who are Miss USA pursue being Miss USA and titles like that because they want to be models or they want to be in the industry, if you will, right? And she's one of the very few who made that crossover happen for herself. But what it takes to do that is insane. So I feel for her. I feel for her two best friends. One of her best friends was Nia Amani Franklin, who was Miss America at the time. They were best friends before they both won. You know what I mean? So it's a tragedy because we really lost a bright light, a great voice, and we lost a great role model for young women. A woman who was just willing to fight. Like, one of the greatest things I think was during 2020, she held steady. She made huge statements about Black Lives Matter and things like that on her Instagram and on the Miss USA account, which were things that other people would not have been willing to do because of the backlash. So I salute her for her bravery.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Once again, we are sending condolences, prayers to Chesley's family and friends. All right. Moving into our next topic. I, myself, and Kia are both graduates of an HBCU.
HBCU, by the way.
Yes, the best. Hold on, my coworker's coming in. He's coming. Hi. How are you?
Hey, Honor.
Hi, sir. How are you?
Oh, is it birthday time?
Yeah.
Oh boy. It's Josiah's birthday. We'll figure it out. Okay, let mommy finish this. Okay.
Okay.
All right. I love you.
I love you.
Okay.
Bye, Honor.
So cute.
So sorry about the little break. My little coworker came in. My non-bill paying coworker. But so, like I was saying, Key and I are both graduates of the best HBCU, Florida A&M University, sits on the highest of 7 hills in Tallahassee. However, there are bomb threats that have been sent out to a series of HBCUs. Kia, what is going on with this?
I'm honestly not 100% sure. I was going to defer to Kenya because I saw people posting about us on social media. I saw the articles, and my whole thing is, what is the point of this? Like, what is the point of calling in death threats? I mean, and bomb threats, not death threats, but bomb threats to these universities. It's not going to do anything. It's not going to stop people from supporting HBCUs. If anything, it's going to make more people support even harder. I'm not sure why people think the bomb threats work these days. It never does what people think it's going to do. It always just pushes people harder to support the entity you're trying to blow up. You're trying to blow up a synagogue, now more people are Jewish. You're trying to blow up an HBCU, now everybody going. You're trying to blow up the mall, now everybody want to go to the mall. Like, it's just, that's how it goes.
Yeah, absolutely. It's and for it to happen, like, right around the start of, Black History Month, I just think it's definitely unfortunate, and hope that, those who are behind it are caught for doing such. Now, let's talk about what is sure to be one of this week's most popular talked about events with Miss Whoopi Goldberg and her being suspended for her comments in regards to the Holocaust and race. Now, I was shocked. I will say I was shocked, Kenya, that they suspended her for 2 weeks, because I've seen white hosts and probably some of her co-hosts say things about race and other things that they weren't suspended. Am I missing something? Did I?
We both could be missing something.
Okay.
Let me point out that the vice president of news at ABC is a Black woman, Kim Godwin, who I believe is also a FAMU graduate.
She is.
So here's the thing. This probably was not an easy call for Kim. And that being probably because there's been history of a lot of controversial things coming from this panel, right, over the years, from particular hosts, not everybody, and nothing being done. Now, there's a lot of theories floating around about that. Some folks on Twitter say it's because when Meghan McCain was in the chair, she had the backing of a different vice president of news. I can't remember his name right off the bat, but Kim filled his position. So, she was under his protection, and that's why there weren't as many reprimands against her for some of the things that she said. I don't know, maybe. But what I do know is that Whoopi is going to sit out these next 2 weeks, and we'll see what becomes of that. A lot of people are, depending on which side you're on, some folks are saying 2 weeks is what, right? And then other folks are saying she should be banned permanently. I think this gives the network some time to figure out exactly what it wants to do and how it wants to proceed after.
I think something needs to be stated very clearly, because they're trying to equate Whoopi to being a Holocaust denier, and that's not anywhere near what she said. She did not say the Holocaust didn't happen. She didn't say that Jewish people weren't persecuted. What she said was that it wasn't about race. It was like white, almost like it was a white on white crime, and she was making it sound like that, which she's not 1,000% wrong. The way it came out sounded really weird and made people a lot of confused. But when you think about it, if you look at the history of the Third Reich and Hitler and what Hitler was trying to accomplish, he was trying to make it so only blonde-haired and blue-eyed people of good health could exist in Germany. And he wanted to spread that across the entire world. Meaning if you were handicapped, mentally disabled, to be African or Black, if you were a darker skin tone like a gypsy, if you were gay, all of that was wrong, and it was all getting shipped to an internment camp. So I would say 90% of the people who were devastated by this were the people of Jewish descent, but there's a whole other 10% that wasn't Jewish, that was sent there because you're not white, you're not right, you have to go. And I think that is what Whoopi was trying to say. But please, let's not start this mess about Whoopi being anti-Semitic or a Holocaust denier. She is not. These are clear distinctions that we have to make in this situation.
I agree. Totally agree. And like the producer said, it's just the way in which it was received in the, delivery maybe, but
And by the way, this is not the first person, the View person, has been fired for this. I don't know if you remember this, but when Kelly Osbourne made a comment about how, if you deport all the Mexicans, Donald Trump, who's going to clean your toilets? I don't know if anybody remembers that. She was fired the next day. So this is not completely out of the realm of possibility, but Whoopi Goldberg, Kelly Osbourne, I mean.
Yeah. Got it. What were you going to say, Kenya?
No, I was going to say that if anything, this kind of brings up discussions about, for the 1 millionth time, about what is race, ethnicity, nationality, how sometimes all these things can become intertwined and blurred. What is anti-Semitic? What is racist? I think it's a good time for us to revisit these terms and things and really, understand what they mean. And not only that, but then also because I saw a lot of folk who were bashing Whoopi, but their comments were coming off totally wrong as well. And so what I realize is that these kind of things offer the opportunity for folks who are white supremacists to suddenly be aligned with folks who are Jewish, but really and truly, you don't feel that, you don't have any, you don't mean them well. You're just taking an opportunity to backlash against Whoopi because of, these comments that she's made. So I really think it's a teaching moment for, everybody. For us to all understand what these things mean. And then the other thing that I was called to my attention was that the way that we define race in this country can sometimes differ tremendously outside of the country. And I was reminded of that when I visited Colombia 2 years ago. My manicurist, we were talking, and I wanted to get her insight on how she felt about her identity, how she identified herself. And she told me right off the rip, she was Colombian. She was a Black woman, but she identified as Colombian first. And she explained it to me. She's like, I'm Colombian first, and then I'm Black, which I thought was really interesting.
Facts.
So.
Yeah. Interesting conversation that could go on and on, because it's a deep conversation. It really is. And something that needs a deeper dive and lessons, you know, and just a learning opportunity, like you said. All right. It's Black History Month, everybody.
Can't see my shirt.
Boom. There we go.
Hey, we got our Black History stuff on.
Yes. Okay. So with that, Biden said that he is going to put a Black woman on the Supreme Court, which we have been discussing. Kia, Lord have mercy.
Oh, y'all gonna get all this Republican vibes today. All of it.
Oh. Okay. We can get that going right now. What's the problem? Is there a problem with him saying that he's gonna put a Black woman on the Supreme Court? What's the issue?
So there's not an issue with it happening because we need to round out the court to have representation for everybody in America. The problem I have is that he is going so I'm pro-Black. He's going so hard at it that it's getting a little annoying to me. And now it's coming off as pandering. He didn't need to say this. He could have just been like, here are my nominees. Here's Ashley Johnson, Malika Jackson, like all the Black names. Here's who I'm presenting, and then just let it be what it is, and it wouldn't have been causing that much of issue. I'm not racist for saying those as Black names. I just wanted to make it clear. But he could have just done that. I feel like sometimes he talks so much, he messes himself up. I feel like that.
Okay, so Liz, Ted Cruz says that Biden's promise is saying that he's going to appoint the first Black woman is insulting and offensive. Why?
His face is assaulting and offensive.
Thank you. I was like, you had to come to me with Ted.
Oh my God.
Because Ted Cruz, Ted Cruz.
That's
why. It's a no for me with anything that, like, if he said he eats a certain type of peanut butter, I'm boycotting that peanut butter. I'm not eating it no more. No.
Well, listen. So here's the thing. But do you think that Biden should have just done what he did? Did what he wanted to do without announcing it, Liz?
I have to agree with Kia on it, as far as like just put it out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just feel like moving things forward means this is just a norm of what we do is create and curate representation for folks. Right.
Okay.
And then that's maybe not something that I go around being like, hey, I'm creating representation. I'm not just here. I'm here for the people.
Thank you. Like, that's my issue with it as well.
If that's what you do, then do it. You know what I mean? But I appreciate, I will say, that he is working on it because somebody has to. And in the interest of everything, it's very easy for people when they've never been the only one in the room, right, to not realize that representation is not there. So I'm grateful that folks are working on the representation and putting folks in place, and that we are having that. But also, like, just let me be the woman that was right for the job.
Yeah.
That's the thing. And I wanted to say something really quick to all the white people watching and all the companies. You have to do representation the correct way. You can't just slap a Black woman on there and just be like, look, you're here and you guys should be happy. For example, Bath and Body Works just came out with a Black History Month line. It didn't change not nan cent. They just covered all the bottles in kente cloth. How is that representation? That's not what we asked for.
But people would not realize that wasn't representation if they did not realize that there are some key scents that are kind of like key to the Black community. You know what I mean? And
cocoa butter.
Cocoa butter.
Black love
like,
incense.
You know what I'm talking about? Like shea butter. Like, there are some key things in there and some key ingredients that I, as a brown woman, I look for. I don't really use lotions. I use oils. And my
candle that smells like Caucasian.
You know what? My Caucasian friends will be like, "You don't use lotion." I'm like, "Girl, that is against my religion, honey. It's Coke. It's no. We use coconut oil. It has to be pure. Thank you." Like, but they didn't know.
Your producer, please, with the black ice air freshener.
I use the butter, okay? The butters of life.
Not the one you put in your grits, but the butter.
But let me add another perspective to Kia's point, is that sometimes sounding the alarm, ringing the alarm, making the announcement, being big and boastful is actually a signal to your allies to get in line. And that's really important. There was a letter that was put out by a group of Black women thanking President Biden for holding to his campaign promise and, putting forward that he is going to nominate a Black woman. Now, my question is, where are all the other letters?
From allies about thanking him?
It's really important right now that Biden, saying something and, being loud about it is one thing. Black women coming together and saying, yes, we support this, great. Where's everybody else's letters and calls for support? And that's what's going to be key moving forward. It can't just be Biden and Black women. It's got to be a whole lot of other people getting behind this as well for it to be successful.
True. All right, ladies, just in time for Black History Month, former NFL coach Brian Flores, is serving up this lawsuit tea, and he is, claiming racial discrimination. Like, the NFL is not diverse. The coaches are not diverse. Kia, we were just having this conversation, for production, right? How many Black coaches do we have, and how many teams do we have?
I got it wrong last night, guys. I said there were 2. There are 1. There is 1 Black coach in the entire NFL. There's only been 1 president of an NFL team in 100 years. 1.
Wait a minute. So wait a minute. Hold on. Mike Tomlin is not coaching anymore?
I don't know. I think he might be the only one, because I think the other guys you guys were talking about, I think he's an assistant coach. He's not a head coach. We're only talking about head coaches.
No, we're talking about Mike Tomlin, and then Byron Leftwich just got hired as head coach for the Jaguars.
Oh, I think they're counting people like he just hired to do the next
season. He just got hired. Yeah.
Okay, so
Mike Tomlin is still the coach.
Yeah.
So they're counting people from the past season. Yes. So let's say, yes, there's 2. Yeah. I don't math well, but our producers do the math. And that means 0.08% of the coaches head coaches are Black, even though majority of the league is actually African-American players.
Absolutely.
So you're telling me that for the past 100 years, there hasn't been 1 Black player who has been qualified enough to go from playing to coaching. That's never happened. It doesn't make any sense. And they got to keep putting out this whole, we're diverse. We're going to sing the Black national anthem. We're going to put this in the end zone. We're going to let y'all wear y'all dashikis and y'all come out of the whatever.
But
that's great. Leadership. I don't care about none of that. I don't care if they never play the Negro national anthem ever again. I don't care if they don't wave the Black flag. I don't care about none of that. If you guys don't actually put Black men where they deserve to be, we have these Black men in these Hall of Fames for football. They are winning championships for these teams. They are doing amazing. But you're telling me they're not qualified to be a head coach?
Yeah.
And see, the Rooney Rule is messed up. It says they have to interview. It says
not hire.
Nothing about hiring. It says nothing about actually having a diverse coaching across the league. I mean, no offense to the NFL, but if all the Black players walked out tomorrow from the NFL and the NBA, what y'all gonna do? What are y'all watching? Soccer, baseball, hockey? Is that what y'all gonna watch all year round? Because if all these Black players decide, it's already happening in the Big Ten schools where they're deciding not to go to these Big Ten schools. They're going to HBCUs now. Watch what happens to the NFL if y'all keep this up.
I mean, it is what it is.
If you do it by the numbers, there's 1,696 players. 70% of those players are Black.
See, that's what the numbers. See, thank you for mathing. 70% of these people none of these people are qualified to be a head coach.
Yeah, it's pretty sad. It is pretty sad, and it's not new. It's not anything new. And I'm sure, obviously that's where the Rooney Rule came from, people complaining about it. But like you said, it's not hire, it's interview. And if you're interviewing 6-7 people, why is it like only 1 needs to be qualified? Like, why do we even have that? And then we talk about Black people, the Black, it is a white coach's world. Okay. And there are very little Hispanic. I don't even know if there are any Hispanic at all.
There are no Hispanic coaches in the NFL. None.
Wow.
Nope. So the coaching, it's really critical because they're so visible, right? They are of the team. But God, if we take a look at, you know, those front office operations, they're probably even whiter.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. And even if there wanted to be there's a lot of the things we need to figure out. I want to even know if there's any African-American minority owners, because I know the Miami Dolphins have a huge minority ownership. I think Serena Williams is a minority owner of the Dolphins. So are Mark Anthony and Jennifer Lopez. So let's see how many minority owners, because maybe some of these minority owners who are of color need to get together and say, we may not be the majority owners, but we have a large chunk of money put together. We now get to make some decisions, or we need to have input on some of these decisions.
Sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Speaking of decisions, you know, Nick Cannon needs to make better ones.
I almost cussed.
Okay.
I almost cussed.
Nick Cannon is expecting his 8th child, okay? And says that he started his celibacy kick after this 8th child was conceived. Now, I just watched their little, you know, video that the baby girl or whatever, Brie, whoever put out. It was cute. 8 children. Nick, get your life together. Okay? Really? Like, that's nasty. Like, it is. And he says he was out of control. Well, how many... When did you realize you were out of control? Liz, when do you say you're out of control? When does that happen?
Well,
Liz?
I'll tell you this. I was watching, I think it was an interview on Vlad, and it was Blueface Bleedum, you know, that rapper dude or whatever. Yeah. And they asked him how many women he slept with in about 6 months. And he said 1,000. So I don't know. And I did the math on that. That would mean that you slept with 5.5 women a day. So I'm saying like, there are certain women who are just so attracted to men in power of any kind, and they will take whatever those gentlemen give them. Right. And like, ladies, y'all need to start making some different decisions, because these gentlemen are not making any different decisions. If they can get it, they will. And I need Nick to I need him to get a chastity belt. And I need him to lock himself up, because this is not it, friend. Ridiculous. This is not it. Like, and also, like, you gotta smell weird. I'm sorry, like, you have to. What is that much?
Okay, I'm gonna circle away from this really quick.
Yes, all the soap.
Let's just circle away from this, because Liz, you have an important job in life, and we need to make sure you get to do it. So let me go there. The girl Bree, his newest baby's mother, the newest hoe, because that's what I'm calling them at this point, because this is just ridiculous.
They winning in these streets.
She came out and had this long statement about how her baby announcement was ruined and how we sullied it and the media made it so awful for her. And I'm like, no, sweetie, you made it awful for you. You had a baby with somebody who already had 7+ kids. Did you think all of us were going to be like, oh, look, baby, number 8, she's so lucky, congratulations. No, we all were going to look at you like you're trash. Not only are you having a child with a man who has all these babies' mothers, you just got divorced a month ago from Johnny Manziel. You're like, what? How did she want all of us to react? Were we supposed to be excited that she's baby mama? Who wants to be baby mama number 6? And this man's baby just died a month ago. Kenya, go. I could go on for hours. I'm so annoyed by this and disgusted. Like,
it's quite gross, but I'm sorry. Nick Cannon is he gets all the blame from me. This guy is just running around with a loose cannon, sticking and moving at anything.
Good joke. Good joke. Let's round of applause. Round of applause for that joke. Yes. Yes.
I mean, really, and look, the burden of birth control has been on women. Really? When you got this guy out here running around, doing whatever to whoever. I mean, really, yeah. So supposedly now he is going to go on some kind of celibacy thing or whatever. I don't know. Honestly, I don't trust him. I don't think he's telling the truth. I really think we may see baby number 9 pop up sometimes, in the next year or so. I wouldn't be surprised. But he really needs to learn how to control himself. I'm not sure
if he needs to stop saying that he's pro-Black. All that pro-Black stuff. Pro-family, pro-Black man. I don't want to hear none of that anymore. I don't want to hear any of that, because you're not. You're not pro-Black man because you don't want to be a Black father inside of the household. You're not pro-Black man because you're not setting a good example. You're not pro-Black family because your raggedy butt is just like Pookie and Ray Ray down the street having a bunch of kids. What are you pro? How are you pro-Black man, pro-Black family?
Look, she done drove Liz off.
I know, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to.
Hello. And they're like, ain't none of the baby mamas black. Blackity black.
Are any of them even light-skinned Black women, or are they all mixed? Like, are they all mixed with something?
I saw the term racially ambiguous, and it kind of sticks. I'm not sure exactly why, but
exotic.
No, why none of them are Black? He was dating Jessica White for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember Jessica White, who is a beautiful dark-skinned model. She's gorgeous. I think she saw the bull crap and was like, no, I'm cool. I'm cool on this. I don't think any respecting Black woman would be like, yeah, sure, I'll sign up for this. I'll sign up to be baby mama number 10. Why not? You know, this is the new profession, being a baby's mother. It's a constant paycheck. Yes.
All right. Well, in other baby news and celebrations, baby Fenty is on the way. She has her first baby coming with ASAP Rocky, and we're celebrating. Most people are celebrating. I know that, ASAP Rocky has received a little flack, but for the most part, I think people are celebrating, right? They both have roots in Barbados. Bajan is what they call. I learned that, and new things I learned, this week. So that Bajan connection is there. I think it's going to be great. What do you think, Kenya? Oh boy.
I'm happy for Rihanna.
Okay.
And she puts her head back down.
Right. Okay. I'm like,
that was it.
So here's the thing. We love Riri. That is no question, right?
Yeah.
We love Riri. She's one of our faves. She's like the sister that, all of us feel we have a connection with. Yeah. And to see her with this tremendous glow and, looking all in love and got a baby on the way, who could not be happy for her? However, I have always given a side eye to her choice of mate because he's got some, let's just say some perspectives, the way he looks at things is a little funny. For example, he made some comments a couple of years ago about, how dark-skinned Black women shouldn't wear certain colors or some silly. And then also, I don't know, more recently, he made some comments about how he couldn't relate to the whole Black Lives Matter thing because, he's rich, so he didn't get it.
Oh, Lord.
Look, here's the thing. The only reason we are, following Riri on this is because we trust her. ASAP Rocky, not so much. It's kind of like the situation with John Legend and Chrissy Teigen. When all these terrible things about Chrissy started coming out, we started looking at John Legend like, did you know she was always like this? And so when Riri started dating ASAP, we were like, okay, I'm gonna trust you, Riri, because you always been our girl. So yeah, she's Riri. So that's how we gonna move on this. Although I don't think he's changed at all. But congratulations, Rihanna.
All that to say,
and here's the thing, she just said all that to basically say we don't like you ASAP, but she already got this baby, so we just gonna go with it. That's what you just said. Thank you, by the mom face. She's like the mom at the wedding of, well, my daughter's not getting any younger, so we're just gonna hope for the best. That's what you just
look, hold on. I got the glass.
I mean, if you like it, we love it.
Look, toasting that like the way like this. Well, I ain't choosing, but congratulations.
It wasn't my
Wait, Shalette, our producer will laugh at it. She's like my mom at my wedding. Shalette knows what that means.
If you know, you know. All right. Ladies, thank you so much, as per usual, for joining for Piping Hot. I love you all very much. Thank you for taking time of this weekend to be here and give the folks the flavor that they need on a good Saturday morning. We will see you next week. Mwah, 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 mwah. Be safe. Bye.
These are blessings.
All right, Mocha Marvel, stay tuned for this week's Mocha Minute.
On the next episode of The Fab Lab, we have everything from the headlines to the hemlines for you. I'm Liz Everett.
And I am Stephanie J. And this week, we have how Chanel is hiking their prices yet again. And we're talking all about fuzzy handbags. We can't wait to see you there.
And we also have an interview with F&W Style founder Alexandria Ali. And I'm teaching you how to organize your handbag.
Join us Saturday at 11 a.m.
Happy Saturday, Mocha Marvels. It is time for the Mocha Moment. So if there are any moments that you want to share with us, we would love for you to tag us at Mocha Morning Show. If you're celebrating a birthday, if you got a job promotion, if you're just having a wonderful weekend, if you are just a Mocha Marvel, just getting your life, we want to know and we want to share. So please tag us at Mocha Morning Show.
That's right. So take a look at this week's Mocha Moment. Listen, Jorge, we had a good time today. Listen, piping hot was hotter than fish grease today, okay?
Boom,
and
baby.
I tell you,
boom, baby.
Listen, I love my contributors. I love my sisters. They always bring the fire. Always bring the fire that we need to talk about these topics, etc.
Yes.
Because honey, we
well, I mean, and we do it all for you.
All for you.
That's true.
Can y'all tell that we are Janet Jackson for that?
For real. You know, and the thing is, like, I love it because, like, you know, when we do this show, you know, it always, like, with the, you know, with everything that's happened with the pandemic, like, I always feel like, you know, whether it's a Friday or a Saturday, like, I always feel that this show always finds a way to bring us back, you know, together again.
Together. I knew you know what, y'all? Share.
Yes.
We are here on Saturday mornings.
Because the devil is nasty.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
We are here Saturday mornings, 10 a.m. We're the first show up on the Mocha Media Network. Following us will be The Fab Lab, as well as the Valtrinda Show. Don't save all of this goodness to yourself.
Please do it.
Share with your friends and family.
Please.
We want more Mocha Marvels. Look, the Fab Lab will keep you all together with your
all
fashion.
The way.
And most importantly, the Valtrinda Show will keep your mental health on tap, okay?
Yes.
So important.
For the melanated. That's the headquarters for
melanated
headquarters. For real.
Absolutely. All right, ladies and gentlemen, my Mocha Marvels, we have enjoyed you once again this week. Thank you for sticking it out with us and transitioning to Saturdays.
Yes.
We enjoy you. We hope that we see more of you. Have a wonderful, wonderful weekend.
Let me tell you, this light is just like catching. Yes.
It's the Africa. It's the Africa.
I mean, it's putting me like in this Nairobi mood. I love
it. African trance, yeah.
No, making them say, damn.